Hello, good morning, students. Let us start the second chapter of second term in geography, that is human resources. People are actually nation's great resource. Why they are the greatest resource? Actually, these people are the one who uses the nature's gift, or in other words you can say that nature's blessings and gifts become significant only when we people find it useful. Otherwise it is just a wasteful thing. It is people with their demand and ability that turn them into resource. See, people, how people turn into resource. Yes, people are turned into a resource by investing in their education, by taking care of their health, as well as when we give them the certain training through which they are able to become a productive resource or a population of the country. In the year 1985, in the year 1985, the government of India has a the government of India has introduced or create the ministry named as Human Resource Development, whose main aim was to improve people's skill. That is why healthy, educated, and motivated people develop resources as per their requirement. And if a person fails to fulfill the requirements as per their desire, they are a burden on the country. Then see, the like other resources, we know that na, resources are not equally distributed all over the world. It could be the soil also, it could be the iron also, it could be copper, it could be gold. In the same way, human resources are also unequally distributed all over the world. They differ in their, not only in this way, they differ in their educational level also, age and sex. Their numbers and characteristics also keep on changing. They also keep on changing. Now we will see the distribution of population. You know, suppose if I ask the question, where do you want to live? Simple thing is that you want to live in a place where you have good climate, or you can say the pleasant climate, where the people, those who are living nearby you, are also good. The climate and the weather is also good. In that places you prefer to live. But everywhere all over the world these type of things are not available. So we, in this we will see how the world population is distributed. The way in which people are spread across the earth's surface is actually known as the pattern of population distribution, which is written in your book also. More than 90% of world's population live only in 10% of land surface. See, earth, on this earth only 10% of land surface is used by people. It means only on the 10% people are living. So the distribution of population in the world is extremely uneven. Uneven means एक सी नहीं है. Some areas are very crowded and some areas are sparsely populated. It means in the world some areas are very crowded or populated, densely populated, whereas some part of the world are sparely populated, means population वहाँ पर कम है. The crowded areas of the world are South and Southeast Asia, Europe and Northeastern North America. Very few people live in high altitude areas, or nearby, you can say, the polar region, as well as in the tropical desert because of extreme climatic condition. Then the high mountainous region and the areas of a equatorial forest. The areas which are covered with a dense forest, people did not want to live over there. Many people over the world live north of the equator than the south of the equator. See, when you had already seen the globe, and the central line is actually known as equator. So above the equator, which is toward the north direction, there large number of people are living as compared to the south of the equator. Almost three-quarters of the world population live in two continents, that is Asia and Africa. Very amazing fact. And 60% of the world's population stay in just 10 countries. These 10 countries are, I'm telling you these names: China, India, USA, Indonesia, Brazil, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Russia, Nigeria, and Japan. All of them have more than 100 million people. Now, density of population. What is this density of population? Density of population is actually the number of people living in an unit of the earth surface. It is normally expressed in per square kilometer. The amazing fact is that the average density of the world's population is 45 persons per square kilometer, whereas in India, the average density of population is round about 324 persons per square kilometer. South Central Asia has the highest density of population. When I am using the word densely, means more population, means crowded area, followed by East and the Southeast Asia. Is that clear? It is just like that. If in a class there are 30 students, that you can say it is the adequate number. Okay? And in another class we see about 60 or 65 students. So it means first class where we have only 30 students, that is there the density of the population is less as compared to the another class, or with the class in which 65 students are there. Now, certain factors affecting the distribution of population, as I told you earlier also, कि everywhere in the world we cannot live. There are certain factors which actually attract the people to reside over these places. So what are these factors? These factors are broadly divided into two categories. First one is geographical factors, and the second one is social, cultural, and economic factor. We will talk about these two factors one by one. People, first of all, we will talk about the geographical factors. In this geographical factors, see on the slides, I had taken the slide from your NCERT book. See, the first point under the geographical factors is topography, followed by climate, soil, water, and minerals. See, means topography means suitable land area, suitable climate and weather. People always prefer to live on the plains rather than mountain and plateaus because these areas are suitable for farming, manufacturing, and other economic activities. See, these mountains and plateaus attract us only for a few days, but for a long term, we prefer to live on plains because plains are suitable for farming, for manufacturing, and for other activities. The Ganga plains are the most densely populated of the world, while mountains like Andes, Alps, and Himalayas are sparsely populated. Means हम वहाँ पर देखते हैं कि population कम है as compared to the plain areas. Second factor is climate. People usually avoid extreme climates. Means we did not want to live which to live in the places which experiences the extreme type of climate. Means हमको वो climate पसंद आता है जो moderate हो, ना कि बहुत ज़्यादा गर्म हो या फिर बहुत ज़्यादा ठंडा हो. So people usually avoid extreme climates that are very hot or very cold, like Sahara Desert, polar regions of the Russia, Canada, and Antarctica. Next geographical factor is soil. See, soil. Because our main occupation, Indians' main occupation is kya? Agriculture. Because in the previous chapter we talked only about the agriculture. This agriculture need fertile soil. So fertile soil provide a suitable land for agriculture. Fertile plains such as Ganga and Brahmaputra in India, Huanghu, Changjiang in China, and the Nile in Egypt are densely populated. See, in your class 6th, you had already read that human civilization sprang up in the river valleys where water was easily available and abundantly available. Why? Because the first occupation which was started by the humans was agriculture, and for agriculture they need good soil. And from where they get the good soil? From these areas of the plains. Next one, water. See, water is important component of our life. We cannot imagine life without water. So people prefer to live in the areas where fresh water is easily available. The river valleys of the world are densely populated, whereas the deserts have very less population. Very less number of people are living in the desert. And the last one geographical factor is minerals. The areas with mineral deposits, because minerals are very, very important for manufacturing industries or manufacturing sectors. The areas with mineral deposits are more populated. Diamond mines of South Africa and discovery of oil in the Middle East led to the settling of people in these areas. Now, next factor that affects the distribution of population is social, cultural, and economic factor. What is there in social factor? So areas of better housing, education, and health facilities are more densely populated. For example, Pune, Bangalore, and so on. Because we see there the lifestyle is far better than other cities. They give us proper facilities of housing, education, and health facilities. Next one is your cultural factor. The places with a religion or cultural significance attract people. Cities like Varanasi, Jerusalem, and Vatican City are some of the example. These places are densely populated because somewhere we are connected with the religion and we try to live or connect always with the religion. Time to time also we visit these religious places. Maybe some of us are visiting these places to get the mental peace also. Economic factor. The industrial areas provide employment opportunities to large population. It means large number of people are attracted to these area. For example, Osaka in Japan and Mumbai in India are two densely populated areas of the